What's up, YouTube? This is your big brother, King Jabez, back today with another very important message. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video, leave a comment. Y'all funny too with them comments from last video. Let me know. I saw that too, by the way. Just thinking about my content. In addition to that, please feel free to follow me over on IG at the King Jabez. And hey, if you want to talk to me personally on a one-on-one, I'm a cool guy. You can book a consultation. Whatever you decide to do, it will be greatly appreciated. Well, as you can see, I'm in a good mood today. I want to talk about something that, and it's the reason why I'm in a good mood. We're getting ready for Harvest Month. It's time to harvest. That is my mindset. It began, well, a few weeks ago, but in particular yesterday, with the two moons. And the second being the new moon, which sets a new lunar cycle. And just how I, on a personal level, am becoming more aware of how much in sync the Most High is with the natural, the spirit realm, and mankind. Okay? So nothing happens randomly. That's my new philosophy. So if something's happening in the natural, how do I get in tune with that in my spirit and my natural? So in other words, if there's a harvest right now on the earth, that this is a time where people are picking pumpkins, right? Apples, going out as fall, change of weather, new season, new moon. This is a time of new beginning, right? That should be your perspective for October. Let me just drop like it's hot, like the Hot Boys. Drop like it's hot, Wheezy. You hear me? Your mindset for October should be new beginnings, fresh thoughts, abundance. We are not trapped in the past, and we are not in the future. We are conscious enough to escape the dualistic reality of the past and the future, and we're going to tap into right now the present. You have to be present to get a harvest. Let me say something else about a harvest. You have to do hard things. There's no harvest without hard work. Those pumpkins took some hard work. There's some people called farmers had to work. They had to grind to make that happen. They had to grind to make them pumpkins happen. Them apples, you know, those pumpkin patches you're going to when they're going to have those, you know, I go to almost every year with my family. My kids love going there. You got your apple donuts. Come on now. Apple cider. Somebody had to work to make that happen. And that's how it is with our lives. If we're not putting in the work, nothing's going to happen. I think some of you think because I focus so much on the spiritual that I'm not practical. I'm very practical. I am, if you listen to Iron and Soul, if you listen to my content carefully, I am big on being a holistic person. Let me get that, let me make that plain out the gate, because some of y'all misunderstanding me. I'm all about being holistic, physically, spirit, and your stomach, and your mind. This is what I mean by harvest. Getting this mind right, which is a field, you hear me? Your spirit and your physical body. And I tell you what, that's work. And when you do all three, you can tap into your abundance. Those ones, the spiritual shift is here. This is your new normal. Get used to a harvest. October is harvest month. Pumpkin patches, apple picking, the change of the season. And the way the Most High works, his order, what happens in the natural is also what's happening in the spirit realm. So did you think we would have a harvest in the month of October for just fruit? Pumpkins, apples? No, it's a picture of what we should be doing. By this time of the year, this is what, coming up on the 10th month of the year, this is your time to get a harvest, to get a release of blessing, to get an overflow of blessing, to have open doors, opportunities, phone calls, interviews. It's time to get booked and get busy. You want to finish this year strong. And so I believe what is happening in the natural with, of course, Sunday being the time they had with two moons. And on the 2nd of this month, I believe, is the new moon, which sets a new lunar cycle for the current earth we live in, right? And so with that cycle is a reset, and it's a time to shift your energy, right? To let go whatever's not serving you, right? To make amends if you need to with the right people, to have conversations, to connect. This is a time to kind of reset. So if you've been having a rough last month or two, hit that reset button today. Tomorrow, be in mode this current 30-day cycle from yesterday, September 29th, all the way to October 28th, the month of harvest. So believe that your current normal is prosperity. Not just making it by, not just getting by, not survival, but abundance. This is what we're talking about. And it's because you put in the work. A harvest comes after you've done hard things, such as meditation, working shifts 8-10 hours, and not just working just to work, but fulfilling your purpose. We're not talking about just working a job for a place that doesn't like you or care about you, though that's necessary at times. I understand that because I've done that too. Been there, could write a book on it, probably will one day. Spent many years working a job. But it comes to a place we can get past that and really fulfill our purpose. Get to a place where we're no longer just following religion, but we truly are tapped in with the Most High on something called spirituality. See, many people follow religion, a bunch of rules of do's and don'ts, and never really tap into what it was about in the first place. And this is why Bob Marley believed that the Bible had been tampered with for the purpose of confusing the minds of people. And I do believe that too. In other words, sometimes a book as good as the Bible has been used by the wrong people to push different agendas. And that's a separate talk in itself. So what am I saying by saying all of that? We're at a place now we're not just following rules. We're not just down here checking off this checklist of do's and don'ts, but real connection, real spirituality, real money, not just surviving, but doing well. That's the purpose of today's talk. Let me tap back in real quick with this new moon piece. This is a time to reset your energy. Make amends with people. This is a time to plant seeds that can lead to abundance and growth and prosperity in the future. That's what we're talking about. A time to really align ourselves with the divine creation. And that comes when we do a number of things, but in the context of today's talk, when we are present. You see, when you and I are present, we escape the dualistic reality of the past and the future, and we're living in the right now. You got to be present, October. Not worry about what happened in the past. What are you doing right now, day by day? And tackling each day one day at a time. You got to stop being overwhelmed by looking at your whole month. Take it step by step. You know, I played college basketball, right? 4 years Division II. And my coach would always tell us if we were behind to chip away at it. You know, if you're down by 15 points, don't worry about 15 points. Score a bucket. Get a layup. Get a three-point shot. Chip away at it. And this is how some of you have to start working on your finances, working on your spirituality. You're not going to catch up in one day, right? Take it day by day. And when you do that, you can make some real progress day by day. And you won't be so overwhelmed by not having what you want, what you think you should be. In other words, when you take it day by day, you can make that steady progress. Simply put, as they say in the hip-hop game, slow motion better than no motion. This is a time of new beginnings. Curses are being broken. Soul contracts are being broken. A time to step into your new normal. Who I am now, my identity. Being yourself. Without the restrictions, without the opinions, without all the doubt of others. See, this is why many of us had to go into isolation in the first place. Because we needed time to figure out who we are apart from the masses and the opinion of others. What is just that, an opinion. And so beginning to be present and to tap into your current life, this gives you hope. In other words, new beginnings. This is a fresh start. So as we have this new moon on October 2nd, I want you to look at your life that way. You know what? I'm going to reset. I'm not going to worry about all that's happened so far in 2024. I'm going to take this month day by day and get victories. Get a physical victory. Come on. Get a spiritual victory. And get a mental, psychological victory. So physical, that's pretty easy. Go for a walk. Go to the gym. Get on the treadmill. Lift some weights. Get a personal trainer. Watch a DVD on your phone. Figure out a way to get yourself into physical health. All right? Spiritual. Spirit is located in your stomach. You got to deal with spirit. Many people do not want to deal with the spirit. They deal with the physical. They deal with the mental. They get about 5-6 degrees. Won't pray. Come on. Won't meditate. I know you're mad at me now. Won't fast. Ooh, I know you like that. Won't do anything to deal with their spirit. You see, the way it works, we are triune beings. 3. That's why 33 is such a powerful number. 33 vertebrae in the man's back is a direct reference to the 33 years that Yeshua was on the earth. It's all connected. It's all connected. So from the number 33 vertebrae in your back, the mind, consciousness, spirit, soul, and body, it is all connected. We cannot deal with one aspect and expect to be whole. So you say, man, big bro, honest, that's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. And that's why, you ready for this one? That's why most of us don't have time to be gossiping. I'm going to get to you now. So you make me mad now. We ain't got time to be talking about people. Worry about somebody else doing all somebody else's business. How you take care of all three parts of you? You get that all down, Pat? You got your mind right. You got your spirit right. You got your, okay. Come on. In other words, all of us, I know you're mad now. We have enough to worry about with ourselves. We're so busy judging everybody else. You got to get your body right. You got to get your mind right. You got to get your spirit right, your money right. That's going to take work. You hear me? That's going to take most of your day. To think about it, to go work and meditate and read and go to the gym and take care of kids and have a relationship and have a life. Come on. What are we talking about? Ready for this word of the day? Balance. That's what some of us like. We need to have balance. And that requires wisdom. Let's talk about this shift. Let me tap in with this real quick. Let me tap in. Your voice. Many of you, listen to me, your voice has the power to activate and to heal people. Let me talk to you real quick. This is for all my content creators. This is for all my speakers, singers, rappers, instructors, coaches, counselors, personal trainers, friendships, dialogue. Your words are power. So a part is the shift, is a shift in your conversation. The power of life is at what? The tongue. So speak life. Stop being negative. Stop gossiping with your gossiping self. Talking about folks. Say kind things. Build people up. Some of us, and I know somebody got to say this, right? And I know you like that. Some of us are just negative. And what you're doing is you're going to get that right back. What you speak out your mouth, what you put out into the earth, to the universe, it's going to come right back to you. So if you're speaking life, that's what's going to come back to you. That's what you're going to manifest. And even what you're thinking. And the further I go, on my spiritual journey, and I've thought about this probably a lot over the last year or two, just how important it is. Your words and your thoughts become your reality. So if we talk about a shift, we got to shift this here. Talking crazy, cursing folks out, come on now, threatening folks. Some of y'all get drunk, get turned up, start talking crazy. You hear me? Come on now. You be teed up, drinking, smoking, and speaking all of that venom out your mouth. And then when it comes back to you, you sit back, scratch your head, and you're confused. You spoke that. Okay? So if you want to manifest, you got to control your mouth. And let me tell you something. What I know, I'm a human too. Okay? That's hard to do. It's hard to control this when you're hurting. It's hard to control this when you're confused, when you're going through something, when you don't see a way out, when you're in a panic. Right? We all go through that. We're all human. When you're, let's be real, depressed, feel like you have no way out, don't know what to do next, confusion. All of that can lead you to say the wrong stuff. So I want to challenge you, I want to challenge myself to be careful with our words. Why? Because our words have the power. Our voice has the ability to activate and to heal people. That's power. And that is a power we got to use wisely. I'll wrap this up. Understand that as a light bearer is a chosen one, right? Chosen man, chosen woman. We go through the most humiliation. That's why I did that whole series, which I recommend watching all those videos, by the way. Shameless plug. I did a series starting June of last year, around, I think, June 2023, to, of course, now. A little over here, I've done maybe, 15, 20 videos on this subject. Why is that? Because there's chosen men and women. And that, you know what that was? That Humiliation Ritual series, I'm going to give it to you for those who missed that, by the way. That was a channel from the Most High to me, to you. That's what it was. And I used that word, of course, humiliation ritual, because I knew it would be controversial. It would get your attention. But it gave me the platform to give you a divine message. Right? And that message is clear. As a light bearer, as a chosen one, we go through things that are not fair. And we have to be strong enough to go through that without getting bitter, without losing who we are. And that's part of the harvest. So as we think about this message, chosen ones, the shift is here, right? There is an exchange of power going on all across the board in politics, in business, online right now. You see it in the music industry. I mean, it's crystal clear to me. The winds of change are blowing very strongly. And I feel the energy. And so where I'm at in my life, I'm finna tap to the right energy. So, big bro, what you been doing? I've been meditating. I've been on my prayer game. I've been on my journaling game. I've been researching. Got my computer right here. Right? Now, you know me, I've been in Starbucks with my coffee, working, reading, reflecting, trying to get my mind right to make the right moves. Right? We need the right information to make good decisions. And the information comes through hard work, knowledge. So the knowledge we get are the facts, and then praying, meditating to align that knowledge to turn it into wisdom. In other words, knowledge is the facts, and wisdom is the ability to put those facts into practice. So I read, I study, I listen to podcasts, I do the work to get the knowledge, and then I meditate, pray, and sometimes fast to ask for divine wisdom. And when you got both of those, you're going to be a problem out here, my boy. Sis, you're going to be a problem out here. And so what does that take? Time. You're not going to get there just on your phone, just scrolling aimlessly. You say, oh, big bro, here we go. And come on, get on me, big brother, right? Don't call me bro. Hey, listen, don't call me big bro if I can't get on you. I'm your big brother, right? You can't just scroll all day, gang. You have to discipline yourself and dig deeper and figure out who you really are. That's what a victory will be, won or lost. So in closing, stay disciplined. Get what you have worked for. Receive your blessings. Experience that transformation from the cocoon to the butterfly. Be in position for that transfer of wealth. In other words, this is a time to get your blessing. So that means you have to remove distractions. Take it one day at a time. Tackle it one day at a time. Don't get overwhelmed with the whole month. Day by day. First, second, third. Wake up each day expecting something good to happen. Here's something. Making it happen. Making some phone calls. Shooting some DMs. Reaching out. Making some moves. That's what I want you to do during this month. To get a harvest. To position yourself to have a good November. To have a good December. To have a good Christmas. To not be, overwhelmed by all of that. But to position yourself to finish your year strong. Chosen ones. The spiritual shift is here. This is your new normal. Be blessed. Stay strong. This is Iron and Soul. God bless. Peace.